Dharma plays a critical role in our human lives. Lord Buddha gave 84,000 aggregates of Dharma teachings in his lifetime. They are all included in what is known as three basket or Tripitaka. Tripitaka means Sutra Pitaka, Vinaya Pitaka, and Abhidharma Pitaka. They were subsequently translated into Tibetan and compiled systematically into the Khaengyur, the translated words of Buddha. The Lord Buddha, out of compassion for all sentient beings, gave teachings on emptiness, shunyata, which is the essence of his entire 84,000 Dharma teachings. These teachings are included in Sutra Pitaka. There are many versions of Sutra in which the Lord Buddha teaches exclusively on the profound topic of emptiness. These sutras are known as the Perfection of Wisdom Sutra, Prajanaparamita Sutra. Among them, the most ancient one is the Perfection of Wisdom in 8,000 verses, Ashtasahasrika Prajanaparamita Sutra. There are other versions as well as such as Perfection of Wisdom in 100,000 verses, Shatasahasrika Prajanaparamita, the Perfection of Wisdom in 25,000 verses, Panchabimshati Sahasrika Prajanaparamita Sutra, the Diamond Cutter Sutra, Vajrachetika Prajanaparamita Sutra, the Heart Sutra, the Hriday Sutra, and so on. Altogether, there are 16 volumes of Prajanaparamita Sutras in the Khaengyur collection.
So sometimes people wonder, what is the most important topic in Buddhism? And of course it depends on each individual, but in general we can say that the most important topic taught in Buddhism is Prajanaparamita. Prajanaparamita means transcendent prajna, and prajna means the discernment that knows what's right, what's not. It's like intelligence. So Prajanaparamita means like the perfection or the greatest sort of intelligence that knows what things are. The Buddha taught about this extensively, in particular when he was staying at Vulture Peak Mountain near Rajgir in India. And so there's a long cycle of teachings called the Prajanaparamita Sutras that he taught while staying at Rajgir. Sometimes this is also called the second turning of the wheel of the Dharma, the second cycle of teachings that the Buddha taught. These teachings primarily focus on emptiness, the lack of any inherent existence of all phenomena. What this means is that all phenomena appear, and yet they don't have any real, true, solid, inherent nature. They're just mere appearances that happen because of interdependence. So these sutras were taught by the Buddha at Rajgir on the Vulture Peak Mountain, and they became some of the most important sutras the Buddha has taught. In particular, the sutra in 100,000 lines. This sutra is treasured in all the Buddhist traditions, and it is said to have great merits just to read it or to even make venerations, make offerings to it. So for this reason, there's a custom of putting the sutra on your shrine and then making offerings to it. It's said that this has an incredible amount of merit just by doing this. It's often said to be more beneficial than any other sort of offering that we can possibly make. The sutras of Prajanaparamita were originally taught in Sanskrit, and then they've been translated into Chinese, Tibetan, and many other languages. And so now it's important to translate them into into languages that people actually speak this day. And so for that reason, the Buddha Vachana Translation Committee of Nepal is translating the entire sutra, all 16 volumes, into Nepali, so that Nepali speakers will be able to read and understand the meaning of the words of the Buddha. I think this is a wonderful opportunity for Nepali speakers to be able to learn and understand the heart of the Mahayana teachings of Buddhism. So I'd like to congratulate all the members of the committee for embarking on this project, and I hope that they finish it successfully and soon.
After the relentless, continuous and tireless struggle, the organization named Buddha Vachan Translation Committee Nepal was eventually established in 2017 AD with a number of qualified translators in order to translate the Perfection of Wisdom Sutras, which essentially embody the Buddhist teachings on emptiness from original Tibetan to Nepali language. We solemnly look forward to the invaluable views, suggestions, and cooperations of any kind from all the respected individuals concerned in order to make this novel and historical translation project a grand success. So let's begin this meritorious translation project and start uncovering the thick veil of ignorance which have left us suffering from beginningless time. Let's awaken from the deep slumber of sleep now by understanding something about the perfection of wisdom in our own Nepali language. Let's not waste our precious human body by merely engaging in the pursuit of the meaningless worldly activities of accumulating wealth, gaining name and fame, etc. Instead of focusing our attention to making it meaningful by learning about contemplating on the meaning of and applying in our daily lives the supreme teachings of Prajanaparamita. May all beings be happy. Bhavatu Sabba Mangalam.
Shakyamuna